In this video, we are going to see some closing reports that we can extract after we have done with all the transactions in QuickBooks. So guys, this is a continuation of a complete training series that you can learn from the starting from the playlist link in the description. We are following all this video in sequence by using the assignment or practical project that you can work on. You can download it completely free. Just check out both links in the description, and without wasting any time, let's get started with this video. Now that we have completed all of our transactions for this particular project, let's extract some important reports in QuickBooks. So the most important reports in QuickBooks after the completion of all transactions, that means we want to extract some year-end closing reports, right? And that is trial balance, balance sheet, and income statement or profit and loss. So let's see how we can extract this. I will simply go to reports, and the first report I want to extract is the trial balance. So I'll go to account indexes and click on the trial balance report. Now, if you see it set to the last month, you can set it to all dates to make sure that all transactions are showing. I do this especially because sometimes you make some date mistake and in that case, some of the transaction might not show up if you set it to last month. So that's why we prefer it to set it to all dates. Now, report basis is set to accrual by default, and this is what we want, but you can set the cash report as well. If you have a requirement, you also have the choice of cash as well, but normally the accounting is done on accrual basis. So this will be our report. Now this is the closing report that I will attach with the link of this video so that you can match it to your report. And if there is any difference, what you can do is just simply double click on that particular ledger, and then you have to check each entry one by one to find out the mistake. Now, if you see some mistake, what you can do is just double click on that particular ledger and you will see the details of that ledger with all the transactions. If you cannot see all the transactions, you again have to set it on custom, and then you will be able to see that. So you can individually check to make sure each and every single transaction is correct. Now, a little hack is when you are trying to correct the balances or match with the required balance, what you can do is check the account receivable, accounts payable, inventory, and bank, because these ledgers are related to nearly all of the transactions. So if these balances are correct, all of the remaining trial balance will automatically correct. So just note this: account receivable, accounts payable, inventory. You can even leave inventory, just account receivable, payable, and banks and cash. If you are able to reconcile this or make that balances correct, the trial balance will automatically correct itself. But I will attach all of this trial balance for your reference. Now, one thing we can see here in the trial balance is we can see some zero amounts here, like customer advances, like uncategorized incomes. I don't want this. I will go to customize report and click on advance, and display rows will be only non-zeros. We don't want to show the zeros. Click OK. And now we can see the refined version of it. If you want to save it or export it, I'll click on Excel, create a new worksheet and create new. And here we have the report in Excel. I'll just save this in the required folder and we are good to go. Now, similarly, if I want to extract the report of the balance sheet and the profit and loss, I'll go to reports and let's go to company and financials. And from here, I'll select the profit and loss standard. I will change the dates to all, and then I can see all of these ledgers. Now, by default, if you see that sales comes after the customer discounts, that's because it is set in alphabetical order. You can correct the order of it. I can sort it to Z to A, and then it will show you the sales first and then the customer discounts. Similarly, cost of goods sold is shown here, discount received is shown here, and this is all the profit and loss you have. And if I want to customize this, let's say I want to change the text size. I'll click on customize report and click on fonts and numbers, change the font, and let's make it size 10. Click OK. And it says that it will change all the related fonts. Let's click yes. click OK. And this is the report. Now we can see it more clearly. Also, let's say if I want to include another column, let's say percentage of row, something like this. And I have made a couple of other changes. Now, if I want to save this report as the customized report so that I don't have to do this every single time, what I can do is I can memorize the report, because otherwise you will just extract the report and make all the changes over and over again. So that's why I prefer it to memorize it. I'll click on memorize, and here I will set it as custom profit and loss. Now I can choose the group here, save in the memorize report group, and I'll set it to accountant. You can also share this report template with others. Let's click OK. And now I want to see this customized template again. Let's say I have made some changes. I've entered some more transactions, and now I want to see that customized profit and loss report. I'll go to reports, but this time I'll not select company and financials and profit and loss standard. This time I will access it from the memorized reports and then go to accountant. And here we have the custom profit and loss account. This is our customized report that we can easily use every single time without making any further adjustments. So let's save this one as well. Actually, let's make it simple. Click OK. And now let's save it. So this is our profit and loss report. Save to the desired location and we are good to go. Similarly, let's see our last report, and that is balance sheet. I'll go to reports and click on companies and financial. And from here, I can extract the balance sheet standard, and let's set it to all dates from here. And here is our balance sheet. I'll follow the same method to export this. And now let's save it to the desired location. Now, one more thing, which is a very important report. Let's say I went to accounts and taxes and click on trial balance, and let's set to all dates. Now this is the trial balance report, and we can see the total of each ledger, right? So if I want to see the details of any particular ledger, I have to drill down to it, and then we can see only this ledger report. But I want to see the complete ledger report with details for each ledger. So how can we do this? I'll go to reports and go to accounts and taxes, and from here I'll click on transaction detail by account or the journal ledger. Let's see the difference of it. If I open the journal ledger, I have to set it to all dates to see the report. This is the report that we have with the journal ledger. And let's go to reports again and click on accounts and taxes. And now let's check the transaction detail by account. So this looks almost the same, not much of a difference. You can use any of them for your reference, and I'll attach this report as well so that you can check your balances with this. So let's save this one as well. So I have saved this one as well. You can check all of these reports attached with the link of this video. And that's it, guys. This is how you can export the reports and check the closing reports in QuickBooks. So now that we have completely learned about the two projects, that is, one was trading company, one is manufacturing company, let's move to our special section now, which is called frequently asked questions, in which we will cover other important areas of QuickBooks. So just extract this report, practice all the assignments, complete that, and then I'll see you in the next one.